Hello and welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa and RedBrik Estate Agents.
So if you are new here, then hello, welcome. If you've come back for more, then as always, aye love. Aye love.
Aye babe.
Aye babe. What else do I need to say? Is that it?
Well, do you know what? Whilst we're at it, please give us a follow, a subscribe. I don't know what the things are on different platforms. It depends where you're listening, doesn't it?
I think subscribing is the thing to do. So if you listen a lot and you haven't subscribed, all it will do is just give you a notification so that we've uploaded a podcast. That's it.
Yeah, so please do it because I'm guilty of this, listening, not subscribing, but that's what kind of counts and makes it better and means that we can do more episodes. Well, cool, could we do more episodes? We do enough as it is, don't we?
We could maybe get Beyonce on. You know, if enough people subscribe, guys, then it's going to happen.
Yeah, so you heard it here first. Favour. If you want to hear Beyonce being interviewed by us pair of plebs, then do that. Someone did message actually saying that we'd popped up on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are on YouTube as well, guys, if you want to get on there.
Just to listen to, though. We're not filming it yet.
It's coming, though.
So yesterday we talked about baths a lot and you washing your hair.
Yeah.
So I put a little clip on Instagram and a hairdresser messaged me. Holly. Remember Holly?
Holly.
We had her on our radio show when she was getting married.
Yes.
Lovely
very
Holly.
Beautiful brunette Holly. Yeah.
So she put, always wash my hair in the bath. Nothing wrong with a good head dunk. And then she put, but I will say, if you're blonde, don't do it when you have a lush bath bomb in. We've had a few crazy hair colours come in after they've bath bombed their hair.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
But that's not what you do. You were saying it's clear bath water.
It's clear. Yeah, I do not put bubbles in. I definitely don't put bath bombs. I haven't had a good bath bomb for ages, actually.
Neither. They're not good for you, are they either?
No, they're not. I know. I used to get them for Lily, but she's got really sensitive skin, so I can't even get them for her anymore. So no, I haven't had a bath bomb for a while.
I put different things in my bath. It's like a cauldron, my bath. I'm right there. Well, I have salts, and I do a little bit,
like Epsom salts and things. Oh, right.
A little bit of oil, and then I'll put bubbles. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a right old mixture, isn't it?
Yeah, why not?
You inspired me with your baths. I think it was in lockdown. You really pimped your bath.
Oh, my God, yeah. The lighting, candles, music.
Well, I literally went onto Amazon and I bought one of those light music machine things. Yeah. They're so good.
Yeah. The only thing is, I was like, right, I'm going to read a book. But when you've got all the lights on, the candles, you can't read. It's too dark. Yeah. So, yeah, I love a bath.
I do. And this is... this is living on the edge, but I do like to watch something in the bath on my laptop.
Yeah.
So, you know, the like tray thing you put over your bath, I put my laptop on there, but I always worry it's going to fall in the bath.
I know, yeah. What I love about the bath is you're like, I'm having a bath and you've probably got an hour, maybe an hour and a half, no one bothering you.
Oh, well, I don't get that anyway, mate. Yeah, there's no one in my house to do that. I don't get I need the loo.
Imagine if you...
Mum, I need the loo.
Imagine if you were in the bath, washing your hair with your jug, and then you had a...
Oh, don't.
You'd shoot yourself, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
That's like your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Right, on Instagram as well. Got a new follower yesterday. Do you want to know their name?
Yeah.
Well, they may have followed you.
Go on.
They are the Tight Hole Explorer.
I can confirm they did not follow me.
Yeah. The Tight Hole Explorer is following me. I was like, I wonder what tight holes he explores.
Have you been onto their page?
His profile photo is 2 men. I was like, rightio, let's have a look at this. I was a bit worried to click on it. Yes. To be honest, I was like, do I?
But also intrigued.
Anyway, they do caving.
Oh.
Those tight holes.
Not the sort of holes we were thinking.
No, yeah. But, I don't know where anyone gets the enjoyment out of going into a cave, looking at a hole and thinking, can I fit through that?
See, that is, I think, my worst nightmare. I am so claustrophobic and, dark and with water and like, imagine getting stuck in a cave hole.
Do.
But you can't go that way, so you have to go backwards. Oh, mate. I would actually have a heart attack and die.
There's absolutely no way. I don't know. Why do people enjoy such strange things? That would be...
know.
There was that story, isn't there, that caver man, the tight hole, not him, but tight hole person.
The tight holer.
Went down into a really small hole and then it kind of... He ended up upside down. Didn't come out.
what a way to go. What a way to go.
I thought you were going to say, what a waste of time.
Yeah. Well,
Or
also,
both.
what a waste of time, yeah. Ugh, makes me go funny.
Are you sure he hasn't followed you? I bet he has. I'm surprised you haven't noticed
Well,
that.
do you know what? I had a bit of a funny thing with my Instagram last night. I was putting a reel on of you and I that, by the way, guys, it took much longer than it should have done to make and also much longer than it should have done to upload, but that's a whole other story. So I went private for a bit, just fancied it. Well, no, I'm going to be honest. There's a few people nebbing at my stories. I don't want to see my stories.
Can you not just
And you
block
know
them?
you are.
No. Can you block them?
I thought about doing that, but then I couldn't be bothered.
I
I'm
do
just gonna go
that.
private.
Oh, mate, over Christmas, I was like, no, you're not watching anymore. You're not watching anymore. And you're not watching anymore.
Yeah. It's what I don't like is the people that they don't follow you, but they constantly look at your story. So it must mean they're putting your name in
yeah.
and consciously searching for you
Yeah.
and having a look. Anyway, so I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to go private for a bit. Anyway. Last night was trying to do our reel, couldn't collab with you because I was private.
Yeah,
Oh, mate, causes
nightmare.
all sorts of problems, didn't it?
Nightmare.
But then, so I switched it back to public, but it took ages to catch up. I still couldn't collab for ages. Anyway, funny did it. Why? How did I get onto this? What was my point? Them following me.
Yeah, have a look. They must have done yesterday. Hang on, let's have a. I haven't followed them back. Yeah, it was 30. Oh, that's weird.
Designer Mart81 is the last
No.
person to follow me.
Okay. Well, there you go. I've got the tight hole explorer following me. We'll more to come on that.
Well, keep you updated,
keep you
guys. Keep you
updated.
abreast of what tight holes they're going into.
Listen, we voice noted a lot last week because there's quite a lot going on. And I think something happened to you when you were sending me voice notes last week.
All right.
So this was... Listen to this. This is Becky voice noting me last week.
What time are we meeting Rob? That's tomorrow as well, isn't it? Is it 4 o'clock? Excuse me. Is it 4 o'clock tomorrow?
Mental, just choking in the middle of one.
Meds. Are you... Sorry, got cramp in my foot.
Literally at one point last week, it was like, what is wrong with you? Hey, imagine if you actually did that in person in meetings.
I think I probably do. I think I probably have done.
I remember when I was doing a welcome meeting when I was a holiday rep, and I was obviously a really good holiday rep, so I had a massive hotel, right? Massive. So about 300-400 people come to the welcome meetings.
Yeah.
And I was there.
That's a lot of people, by the way,
mate,
isn't
I had
it?
a big hotel, yeah. Ora Blanco in Tenerife, if you ever stayed there. Anyway, all youngsters, easy to sell to. You know, do you want to go and get drunk on a bar crawl? Yes. So anyway, I was midway through my pitch, and my voice, literally, I was like, couldn't talk. My
Sometimes
voice
you run out of
went.
steam. Or you
don't know
get
what
a funny
happened to
little
me.
thing in your throat and you're like...
It just my voice wouldn't come back. So the barman, because obviously I did it in this bar, gave me a shot of vodka. He was like, try that, that'll get it back. So I was like, okay.
Did it work?
No, I literally had to cancel the whole meeting.
Stop.
Yeah.
How
400 people were just
weird.
like, what is wrong with her? And I
Yeah. You're there choking and doing a shot of vodka at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Welcome to Tenerife.
Oh, God. So our lovely new sponsors who've been with us for a week now, RedBrik estate agents, who we love, by the way.
Yes, we absolutely do.
I was thinking about them yesterday and I'd forgotten about this, actually. I've actually sold 2 houses with them in the past.
Yeah. Literally part of the team.
I know, and I have to say, they were bloody brilliant as well. I remember at the time, obviously this was years ago, saying how good they were.
So your house you're in now, was that a red brick one?
No, that wasn't. This was probably about 3 years ago.
Well, I wonder which red brick you had coming round.
I know. I was wondering
Yeah.
that because when you search for them on Instagram, there's so many obviously Red Brick Ross is probably the most well-known one. Everyone knows RR, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Red Brick Ross, Red Brick Mark, Red Brick Gemma, Red Brick Ollie, Red Brick, I don't know, Judah, Red Brick, every name you can think of. There's so many of them. They're like an army. Aren't they?
A red brick army.
Yeah, literally. But no, I don't know which one.
We're trying to
me.
convince two of our friends to move to Chesterfield, aren't we?
Yes.
And I was actually talking about Red Brick to them yesterday. So I think I might own, I don't know.
Why don't you hook up Red
Yeah, I
Brick
think I'm
Ross
going to, yeah.
and the boys
Yeah.
and put them together,
Yeah.
see if they can find a house in Chesterfield.
We'll get a meeting
Sorted.
in.
What's going on in the world then?
Well, I mean, you're. I don't know if you'll be invested. I think you'll watch the first 2 and then you'll get bored and you won't watch it anymore.
No, I disagree. I think I'm going to be invested this year. Last year was very invested.
Yeah. What? Not until the end? Or
No, I
was
watched
that
the whole
me?
thing. That was you.
That was me.
I watched the whole thing. You
me.
jumped in.
Yeah.
Last year was brilliant. So we're talking about Love Island, which returns on Monday. I loved last year. Ekin-Su.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
David
yeah,
Day,
you like them.
Luca, Gemma, Tasha, Andrew. Like, it was so good last year. I'm all about Maya Jama. Is that how you say her name? Maya Jama?
Maya Jama?
Maya Jama. Maya.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
sounds
she's
better, doesn't it?
Beautiful, isn't she?
We've been waiting for her to present this for a while. We've been waiting for this day. So I really want to see her on it. She's probably the reason I'm going to watch it.
I'm just not interested in Love Island anymore.
Well, I suppose the thing is, and I said this to you this morning, that I feel like the contestants are getting younger, but actually it's just that we're getting older.
Right, so talking about that, I've talked to you about this. Davina McCall did a brilliant podcast with Stephen Bartlett. And she was talking about how she doesn't mind like coming up with ideas and emailing like TV bosses and production companies.
I love that she does that, by the way. Even though she's Davina McCall, she's still grafting, isn't she?
Yeah. So she had the idea about having a I think what did she call it? A middle-aged Love Island, something like that.
Yeah.
I think she quite called it that. But basically, Love Island for people older that have been through stuff, divorces, like whatever, illnesses, or they've been single all their life, or whatever. I would watch that.
That would be so good, because you're right. Like, the people who go on there now,
They're
and they're
not
all
there
like,
to
I'm
find
looking
love.
for love,
No,
I'm
you're
searching
not.
for... You're only 21,
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
What, you've been searching for 2 years?
Yeah.
Nah, like you say, get on some divorcees. Get on some people who've been married 3 times.
Yes.
Get on some single mums.
Yes.
Get on some DILFs.
Yeah.
Like, that is what we want to see.
And have Davina would be brilliant.
She'd be so
hosting that.
good. We'd get the dad bods. We'd get the mum bods on there.
Yeah.
I'd be so all over that.
Totally needs to happen. She said that ITV were like, well, we've got something else similar in mind.
Surely they're going to look at doing this, especially like in this day and age when people want a bit of realness, don't they?
But does it even have to be ITV? Or I wonder if they own the rights. I don't know. Could come up with something similar.
Someone's got to do it, haven't they?
Yeah, but I will watch it on Monday just to see Maya.
I am also, mate, obviously I'm in full-on hunkering mode, so a hunkerer needs something to watch. And actually, I've just finished Emily in Paris, finished Traitors. I need something new. So Monday, I'm on the Love Island train.
So at the moment, there's 15% off all treatments, all spa days at Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa. And we were talking about the spa. When did we have a meeting? A couple of days ago? We actually think it's the nicest spa for miles and miles and miles around.
There you go. We've said it. And we're not just saying that because they sponsor our show. We were saying this way before we worked with them. This is why, actually, they were on our hit list.
Yeah.
When I used to live over in Sheffield, and I don't mean to slag off any spas over there, but there's nowhere that's really, really nice at all. So you need to come to Ringwood Spa. It's insane.
It's so nice. And you can have a look at like what it looks like inside. You can see all the different offers. All you need to do to book is put the code JAN15 in to get 15% off. Go on then, tell us your mate from last night.
I had a right old night last night. I don't know where to start. So Lily was with her dad last night. I had a night in by myself last night, right? Quite looking forward to it. Just,
Hunkering.
What I do every night at the moment, basically. Hunker. Anyway, what I've started doing as part of my, 2023 positive mindset, hitting goals, blah, blah, blah. I've started listening to these things called subliminals, right, when I'm going to sleep. Have you heard of a subliminal before?
Yes, but only recently.
It's like, who's that?
I don't know. Some people downstairs.
God, they're making a bit of a racket, aren't they? Some people in the other offices. So subliminals are like things that you play. It's kind of like subliminal messages. So it might be like a wealth one or a positive mindset. Or it might be, I don't know, find a partner or
Stop smoking.
if you want a baby, all those kind of things. So you listen to the ones that apply to you. And I think last night I put on like a wealth and success one.
So basically, is someone talking to you all the time as you're going to sleep? Like,
Yeah,
you're going to make loads of money.
Yes, and it's kind of like nice, relaxing music. So it makes you fall asleep. So obviously you don't hear all of it consciously, but it's subconsciously going into your mind, right? Obviously I didn't vet this thing before I put it on and started listening
So
to
where
it.
did you get it from?
It was just on YouTube, I think. There's loads of them. There's so
I
many.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you're screwed.
I
You're
know.
going to start doing really weird things today. You start like clucking like a chicken later. I'll be like, oh, subliminal.
But I really should have checked it. And I thought I should check what these messages are saying before I just trust it and fall asleep.
So
It goes
for the
into my
first
mind.
half hour, it's going to be like, you know, manifest and blah, blah, blah. And then when they know
Yeah.
you're asleep, they'll be like,
You are a chicken. Tomorrow you will start clucking. So anyway, I fell asleep, and it really makes you go to sleep. Like, it's good. So I fell asleep, and then I woke up at about 1 a.m, I think, and it was still going, but I switched it off, remembered to switch off. So I did that. Anyway, fell back asleep. Then it was very windy last night, wasn't it, as well? I don't know if you noticed, very windy. Thought my
Right.
roof was going to come off. Anyway, woke up, and I thought that it was about 6 a.m. I don't know about you, but I can kind of tell the time without looking at my phone or a clock by the sound of traffic and the sound outside. And I thought, it sounds like it's about 6 a.m. Anyway, I looked at my phone. It was 3:30 a.m. And it must have been a noise outside my bedroom door that woke me up. So obviously thought, burglar.
yeah,
I'm being
someone's coming.
burgled.
Yeah.
When I looked at the time, I thought, 3:30 a.m. That's prime burgling time, that.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I think burglars go for it between 2 and 4.
Yes. So if ever I wake
Dead
up
of
at
the
that
night.
time, that's when
Yeah.
I'm the most scared, because I think, a burglar could burgle me at any
Yeah.
point. Because really, 1 a.m, that's still like people who might be up late, going to bed. They might be up with their children or whatever. So there can still be a bit of movement at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Then I think 5 a.m, 6 a.m, people getting
are
up for work.
Oh, you wouldn't burgle anyone at 6 a.m. You'd have to be daft.
Exactly.
You'd be a daft burglar.
So you're right, it's between 2
and
and 4.
4.
Those are the burgling hours, people.
Prime time.
Yeah, prime time
Yeah.
for burglars. So I always thought I was getting burgled. Mate, I froze in my bed. I literally was like, I didn't know I'll tell you what I did do. I then, after a few minutes, very slowly and quietly poked my hand out of the duvet, went onto my bedside table, unplugged my phone, and got it like really quickly.
Yeah.
And what number do you think I put in to ring in case it was a
Police.
burglar? Nope. And I probably should have done
Next
that.
door neighbour?
No, you.
Me. Mate, I wouldn't have done anything.
I literally was like, but I probably should have
I
been
wouldn't have woken
999.
up. Probably, yeah. Well, what the hell do you think I'm going to do?
I don't know, drive over, save me.
So when did you realise there wasn't a burglar in your house?
Probably after a good half an hour. That's when I convinced myself there wasn't a burglar.
Right. And you
I
had a
also-
baseball bat in your bed with
Yeah,
you.
am I allowed to say
Do you
that?
think you...
I don't know if you're allowed to say that because it's like intent, isn't it, or something. But listen, I play a lot of baseball, so I have a baseball bat in my room.
Oh.
That's why
Are
it's
you
there.
not allowed to say that?
Because otherwise
Oh.
you're planning.
Oh, it's
it.
rounders we like playing, isn't it?
Sorry,
Remember?
actually-
In fact, we've got rounders booked next week, haven't we?
That's
That's
why
what
I've got it in my
good old
room for the police people listening.
To be fair, I bloody love a game of rounders.
So do I.
We should do that in the summer.
summer.
Anyway, let's get back to burgling. Because I've been burgled before when I was a holiday rep.
Oh,
Yeah,
so in
bastard.
Tenerife?
Yeah.
What happened?
So you have all the money.
Was it between 2 and 4?
Probably, yeah. You have back in the day when I was a holiday rep, it was all cash. We carried around a lot of
Lots
cash.
of money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even kidding you. I had a lot of cash on me. And I just had it in my bag, went to bed, and I had a 2-story, because I was a team leader, I had a 2-story apartment. It was very nice. And yeah, I woke up in the morning, just walked downstairs, and it's like a little suitcase you have. It was open. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, we call it our liquidation money. It's liquidation. I was like, oh, great. Been burgled, yeah.
Oh no. Take anything else or just the cash?
Well, you just take the cash because there was loads of it.
Do you think it was an inside job?
Yeah, I do. I think it was the receptionist.
Yep. love the fact you've just got in on her.
But the weirdest thing was knowing that I was fast asleep and there was just someone walking around. And
That's
it took
what would
me a
freak me
while
out.
to get over it. I was like, that is really, really odd.
You don't feel safe in your own house or apartment or whatever then, do you?
But the thing is, what I think you should do, I think you did the wrong thing there.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
probably, love.
staying quiet
Yeah.
It's the worst thing to do.
But I thought they were right outside my door.
Yeah, but you need to let them know you're in there because they're not going to come and steal you, are they?
I don't know. Maybe they came for me.
Mate, you need to make some noise. You need to like put your stereo on or just be like, oi!
Yeah, or
Get
sometimes
out.
what I think of doing is going...
Put your subliminal message on.
yeah, or I think about putting a man's voice on something. I was going, who's there?
Like in Home Alone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get a cardboard cutout. Get a cardboard cutout of a big ass man.
And move it around in the window.
Yeah. 3:30 in the morning, there's Becky. No, you need to make noise and that
Okay.
scares them and they leave.
Do you know what, though? I just froze. And it's really interesting, isn't it, seeing what you would do. It's like fight or flight, isn't it? It's really interesting to see. Well, I didn't even do that. I just froze. I literally went...
I would have thought you'd be fight, actually, because you can be quite feisty when you want to be.
Yeah, I think it's just because I was on my own in the dark, 3:30 in the morning. It's just like, didn't know what to do.
Or it
I've been
could be
burgled before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, but get this, mate. Middle of the day. Not between the 2 and 4. It was 10 in the morning.
What?
Yeah. So I wasn't in. I also think this was an inside job, by the way. I do. At the time, we had a few people who had keys to our house and like were coming into the house and they knew where the key was. And it wasn't in one of the easiest places or most obvious places. They got the key and they let themselves in.
What did they take?
They took quite a bit of stuff actually, but they ransacked the place. It was really weird. So I got home and the door was unlocked, but I thought that my ex-husband perhaps had forgotten to lock it or something. So I went in and there was post on the floor, but big muddy footprints all over the post. And again, I hadn't twigged at this point. I was like, this is weird. It all just felt a little bit odd.
Yeah, seems off.
And then drawers were pulled out and things were all they weren't in their right place. Anyway, this was the worst bit, right? So I went upstairs. I had like a little dressing room sort of area. Went upstairs. All the jewellery was like chucked over and clothes. One of our knives from our kitchen, they'd obviously taken out of the knife thing and walked around our house with it, and it was upstairs. That was the bit that freaked me out the most. Because if we'd been there, someone was essentially walking around the house with a knife.
That's terrifying.
Isn't it awful?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but our 3 dogs were there. Didn't nick any of them. Left the dogs.
Which dogs? 3 dogs? You had 3 dogs?
Had 3 dogs. Had a British bulldog and 2 chihuahuas.
Oh, well, the chihuahuas wouldn't do anything.
No, well, you say that,
actually,
Charlie.
yeah, scares the shit out of me, that
Yeah,
dog.
they were like in a garage, but it was like attached to the house. You could access it. They were all in there, but no, they left the doggies.
Were they ever caught?
No, but they came back that night. Weirdly, in fact, this is quite funny. A car pulled up that night and we actually had the police there at that time, and a policeman was outside and he said, I think it's something. He was actually the one that said, I think they've just come back, because I can't remember what they did. They did something weird. They drove by really slow and they basically looked like, because we had CCTV, but they looked like the people that were on the CCTV. So we think they came back to nick a car because they took the car keys.
God,
Yeah.
they got balls, haven't they, those burglars?
They've got balls, mate. So do you know what we actually did?
What?
I was so scared. I was DJing a lot of the time, so I knew a lot of doormen, right? A doorman friend of ours
Stood at your door.
came and sat in
You got
his car
security.
outside our house because I was so petrified. He went,
You
I'll
would
come and
be.
sit there.
Yeah.
And he sat there all night. Anyway, next door, ordered a Chinese, right, at about 2 a.m. He said, and he got out the car and went, hey, to the delivery man. He was like, I'm just delivering a Chinese, mate. I love it. Love it.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
There's no wonder you froze. But listen to that subliminal messaging though, because I'm worried.
I'm going to vet it today.
Back tomorrow.